So I think it's pretty like I think as of right now, I probably am like the best at controlling a high sensitivity on a controller, almost to a fault to where I can't like you can. There's some other people that do target switching on max sensitivity, and I've just done so much working on moving my stick so little that it has I have to reteach myself how to target switch. In fact, let me see if I can find it. Here, let me turn this off real quick. One second. I want to find this. I'll show you how I started out with max sensitivity. It's actually a really good example. Nice. Or by oldest. Oh, here we go. Y'all want to see what I look like on max sensitivity? Just so y'all know. So I sort by oldest. Y'all want to see how I started out with max sense? I think these older clips I was still sniping. It was where's the one? Don't tell me. Where is it? It's such a good example. Yeah. It's such a good example. I should save it somewhere. How long is this gonna take? How much have I uploaded? This was the rebirthdays. I just want to show this as an example. So y'all know, bro, I know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's cool. It stops loading. It actually just stops loading. It don't matters a lot. Hold on. I'll get to every question. I appreciate y'all asking questions because I love talking about this stuff. Let's just go back to old clips we showed enough. You want to see this is old early on to the max ADS sensitivity stuff. Okay, not the greatest example. I was still sniping there. Let's see. Only a 1v3. On the guy. And granted, I mean, these are, well, this is back on console, huh? These were clips, so this was rare recording of. Okay, hold on, I still kind of popped off there. Jesus, no wonder it's a clip. I find an example that makes me look horrible. Hold on. Chopped and unemployed? What are we talking about? Oh, I wish I could find it. It's such a good example. Okay. Let's see. This should be bad. The other example is so much better. You'll see how choppy? Like, I slow that down and it's a clip, because you gotta realize, like, making that, like, little of a movement was insane to me. We'll find one more. You just see how choppy the movements are, right? So this was max ADS sense, like just super choppy. Versus latest, even on like up 7, right? This is still max ADS sense. So when I say like I'm probably the best right now at max sense controller stuff, almost to a fault. Okay, so let's break it down. So you have a couple of different options. For one, I mean this PXN is $40 on Amazon if you want to make that upgrade. Apart from that, I mean I got pretty good at the max ADS stuff even without it, even if you don't want to make an upgrade. But I do think the PXN makes it easier, higher stick resolution. So but sorry, Don. I will answer the question if you're still here. Just wanted to get to this. Been using Sticks Aim Trainer on PS5 for like 40 minutes a day since I'm a little busy. Is that enough? Yeah, more than enough, RJ. In fact, you could probably get away with like 10 minutes a day. I want to make sure I answer the question good though. How'd you get used to high sensitivity so well? It's hard to microcorrect for me. Good, okay. Yeah, sorry, Zen. Just keep in mind, I will eventually watch it. It's my bad. Okay. I haven't ever talked about this, but this is why I love these questions. Because, I mean, I'm going to give all the info out for free. So let's say right now you want to get good at max ADS sense. You have a couple of different options. Things that I think you should start right now today, because it'll take time, is controller's good, but I don't like Xbox layout since I play Claw on PS5. Yeah, PS5 would be fine. I mean, most of BL7 I was using PS5 controllers, so you'll be good. And I say that, like, you could probably bring up any, but I use this, or but I do this, or but I do this. Anything you bring up, I'm still going to say that's probably fine, just because it's more important that you don't let the mental stuff get in the way, which I think is super important. And so, things that I think you should start today is you need to chill out, like just stay calm during game. That I'm still working on. So I say start it today because it's something that uh, you're going to be working on forever, right? And you do this by meditating. You do this by, and I think it's actually better if you actually want to do something in game. In go into a game, could be TDM, FFA, could be whatever. Go into game and just try to stay calm. Right? It sounds super simplistic, but I'm like legit telling like someone that's like the best at it right now, high sense controller stuff. Go into game. You go into game. Try to stay calm. Do that for 7 days. I guarantee, at the end of it, you'll see you're better. So I'd say start meditating if you don't want to jump into that. In your next match, one game a day, go and play. Try to stay as calm as possible. Just focus on staying calm. Or you can choose bots and try to stay calm. The other thing, oh, hold on. Why's my mic? I don't know why he's doing that. Other thing is you should be stretching. I'd say go online, find some videos on how to stretch out your hands. If you have a pull-up bar, or bro, just like go find a tree, stretch out your hands. Camera's making my hands look weird. You need to stretch out your hands, right? Starting that today. Um, keep your arm and hands warm. For more in-game stuff, I mean, you know the issue, RJ. You're gonna know the issue your personal issue as best as you can, or as good as anyone. And so, why does bitrate drop and jump? As I try, I also like to try in hard focus people to help with tracking sometimes in game, but I do make sure not to get tunnel vision. Yeah, it's a balance you need because I have two golden rules for anything FPS related. Like most advice I give is going to be things that I think is good for people just to keep in mind, but is going to be different. The two things that I will die on the hill talking about is keep your eye on target and start practicing tension control. Maybe number three would be keeping yourself calm. But some people are just naturally good at it, so if they do it more, they kind of just the brain gets bored and they don't try. But it's all a balance, even those things. But depending on how good the sticks aim trainer is, I was gonna say you can use just about anything. Like even me now at the point I'm at, like if I just, it sounds so weird, but if I move my thumb, I'm just looking at my mic, like this volume thing going up and down. Like I could probably super focus in, trying to keep my thumb level with how my that bar is going up and down and see some benefit from it. And so I say that to say, if you're trying to get good at micro corrections, and I mean this seriously, it sounds so nerdy, but I think it's one of the coolest things about just like getting better. If you know you're trying to get better at micro corrections, you can start to see it in just about anything. Like how I got to work on this actually. You ever writing in school and the amount of like tension you're using in your finger to write, and then you like catch yourself doing it, and it's like, yo, I'm kind of like freaking out right now. And of course, some things are going to lead to better benefit than other things. I'm not telling you to like go and study the physics of water and how water makes little ripples, and that'll help with micro corrections, right? I'm not saying that. But if you know the issue you're trying to fix, like if when I'm writing something down and I say like, yo, I need to pay attention to how much like tension I'm using while writing on paper, it, even if very little, is going to help when I go and play on controller, right? And so we're just like getting the schizo stuff out of the way. But I say that I don't know how good that aim trainer is you're using. If you're seeing benefit from it though, like I said, like if I could only practice writing on paper to control my tension, and then when I go to play video games, it just gets erased from my memory. I'm still like knowing what I know now. I'm probably going to be pretty good at practicing controlling tension just with writing on paper, right? Now, granted, I have a lot of time already spent practicing it in game, but writing on paper, you can maybe only untense your thumb. I don't know if you can actually like tense your fingers, but not your thumb. Try to only untense your pinky. Try to only untense the ring finger. Try to untense your palm, but not your fingers. I don't know if that's possible, right? So just like a number of things. So if you don't have Kovacs, if you're in game, I would say like if you play COD and you're trying to use max ADS sense, I'm still like 50-50 on this, but I would have maybe tried to work up to max ADS sense. And I say that again because like your brain's got to know what you're trying to get better at, right? And so if you already know I'm trying to get better at micro corrections, just you knowing I'm trying to get better at micro corrections probably means you're already getting a little bit better or paying attention and doing the things you need to do to get better at micro corrections, right? If I say, yo, RJ, you're not getting better at moving your eyes to the left and then jumping up to the minimap and then throwing a nade to the right and keeping your left hand untense. That just got you killed right there, man. How are you not paying attention to that? Right? It's such a whatever rare type thing. If you paid attention to it, you could probably do that a lot better, right? You probably do have to look to the left, look to the mini map, throw a nade, and have your left hand not be tense so you can move again, right? I'm sure that comes up. And so when you go in game, what you focus on and what you know you're trying to get better at, I think plays a big role. And if I just say, yo, RJ, we're gonna like you're the max ADS sense player now, get good at this. It's like, I mean, do you get good at not tensioning your thumb to the left, to the right, down, up? We're gonna watch that vid. All right, then. I'll try to remember. Right. And again, everything I'm saying, I could very well sell this info. So like, not like please listen, but at least choose something and just know like I'm trying to give out like the best info. Like it's not just like whatever type things, right? And I'm not saying like take everything I'm saying and use it as a matter of fact. And I'm sure like what I do already speaks for itself. But I say that more so to say just choose something small because even though like what I do is pretty rare and pretty crazy, odds are still you're not gonna follow any of it. And so my mind might be broken. I don't know why I keep doing that. But like choose very few things and then just do that for a week. Right? So it's like 40 minutes enough. 40 minutes might actually weirdly be too much, right? Because what did you get from the 40 minutes yesterday? What are you going to get from the 40 minutes today? Um, and so, I mean, if you don't have Kovacs, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But like, take an hour, take 30 minutes, take 20 minutes, and it doesn't have to be the most thought out. Like, I'm gonna do this at 11:30 to 12:24, and then I'm gonna do this for 15 minutes after, and then I'm gonna do this for 12 minutes after. But like legit, like you want to get better at micro adjustments on max sense. Maybe today's 30-minute routine, you're gonna go into game and try to stay as calm as possible, and you do that for 7 days, and you carry that out for 7 days. Next week, you look back at what worked out well in those 7 days, and maybe for that next week, you say, I'm gonna try to stay as untense as possible, looking up and down. And that's all you do for those next 7 days, right? And then you go back, you think about what worked, what didn't work. And so, I mean, like, I could say more about what to actually do for like mechanics training, but if you don't have Kovacs, if you're just in game, then I think it comes more down to that type of stuff. And yeah, that's what I would tell myself if I could go back and do it again. I could also talk about like different methods to move the thumb very little. Um, but it's going to be different from everyone. I think it's one of those things you got to feel, and I'd rather teach you how to find it out than just do this without knowing why. Right, my bad, Don. You still here, Don? Does dead zone matter? I use 0, 0. I can make small adjustments, but when I'm in Kovacs, 0 dead zone doesn't feel the same. What do you suggest? If he's here or not, also answer it. But yeah, 0 dead zone. If he's talking about COD, 0 dead zone's not like a true 0, which sucks. I mean, even COD's response curve, like just COD settings in general, are holding back my aim. Like if I gotta stop thinking about it because I think imagine most people would know me from COD, but I think the best my aim ever was has been in our recent Overwatch time, just because of how good the controller settings are. Like, there's a lot of controller settings that hold people back that I don't see people talk about. Just makes it harder to aim well. Which I shouldn't say that too much because I think it's horrible for the mental to think like, oh, this is holding me back or this is holding me back. It just took me so long to like know why it's holding you back. If you don't know why it's holding you back, you're probably just thinking about it too much. It's probably not even worth me saying it, talking about that, because odds are it isn't holding you back. But for COD, I mean, just keep 0-0 dead zone. There's nothing you can do about it. I do want to find a way to get like anti dead zone. The issue is like high dead zone and low dead zone each have their benefits. Like sometimes y'all see me if you watch my hand cam, you'll see me almost like tap the analog sticks. And I talked about this once before, but if you see me like tap the analog sticks, I'm not doing it just to move my thumbs. I'm trying to find the spot on my analog stick because sometimes I will overplace my thumb like to up, and you'll see my crosshair will like shake. It's because my thumb will naturally shake. But if I place it correctly, I'm able just to keep my thumb still, which I got pretty short thumbs, so maybe it wouldn't affect you. And I don't really like Xbox Shell controllers too, so like a higher dead zone would help, right? Also, I mean, so it depends. I think Kovacs, you could use something similar to COD and just feel it out. Or you can go lower and practice, right? Keeping your thumb at a good point, which is also something really good to practice if you play like static scenarios in Kovacs. Not even like actually play the scenario, but like get onto target and then wait for a second with just crosshair staying still on target. And it becomes difficult if you lower dead zone and up your stance. I've also started learning my aim assist through all FPS games week by week. And you're right, I do have to work on being more calm through games. I'll be sure to implement that. Yep. And it's good you're realizing it and doing it slow. I think meditating helps a lot. Just focusing on your breath. It's also why I say, like, just you overall as a person, people overall. I mean, the more calm you become, the better your focus becomes. I mean, it all will show in game. Especially a lot of the like just more fundamental human type skills. Why drop bitrate? Hello? Good. But yeah, cool. Cool little talk.